So the Jonathan Majors story has taken quite a turn because his attorney came out and said, well, we've got information that leads us to believe that the accuser of Jonathan Majors has recanted her story. Okay, so first thing, that's the attorney talking. That's what the attorney is supposed to say. The attorney also says, hey, we got some video evidence and we got some witnesses that say things that it's quite what the accuser has said. The name of the accuser still has not been released, but we do, based on information, I think it's safe to say it was a girlfriend. Not some random person that Jonathan Majors met, but someone he had a relationship with. That comes from the attorney. Look, anyone out there saying that Jonathan Majors should not get his day in court is a fool. Okay? But let's not reduce this to a nothing burger, because there might be something here. There are people saying that Jonathan Majors has been assumed guilty. I don't think he has. I think people are talking about it because he's a star. So I don't think people have been able to wrap their head around the transition, the switch up. I mean, on one hand, you got him wearing Pink Panther outfits with pink feathers, with his lips perps, whatever that is, you know, and hugging up on Michael B. Jordan, and when people ask him what masculinity is, with bulging biceps and triceps, he goes, masculinity is soft and, and effeminate and loving and caring and kind. And then the very next day, we got him going, hey, I told you not to go through my damn phone. I told you not to go, pop. Like, that's what the story says. Now, you may not think that story is interesting. I find it very riveting. I think it's very riveting. I think it's very interesting. See, it's nice to be me because I don't get talking points from big corporations. I don't get, and I'm not worried. I'm not all that concerned with if people think I was nice. Look, I don't do this to be nice. I do this to tell the truth, how I see it. And the people that watch this show like it. So we're going to continue to do it. So Jonathan Majors say, no one's convicted this guy of anything except a bad choice in wardrobe and carrying around a stupid mug too much. But we want him to have his career. We want him to have his career. Okay? So let's see how this shakes out. But we can't just go on the words of his attorney, because there is a person saying they're a victim. Now, I know that she's, she's this, and he is this. But, we're not gonna, so it's got a lot of stuff. It's a juicy story. It's full of juice because it's got these dynamics. And this is America, and anything with white and black mixed in, it's always gonna be very interesting. It's always going to be very, very interesting. My thing is this. If it turns out that she has recanted her story, not due to pressure, but because she was, in effect, lying, then she should be sued. Sued. Okay? People are comparing this story to Emmett Till and Carolyn Bryant. Sit your ass down. No one's lynching Jonathan Majors. This is when you go too far. Jonathan Majors is not 13 years old, nor is he in the trip to the South. He was in New York and Manhattan with his girl, all right? And this woman who was dating, this is a dater, a person he's dating or having a sexual relationship with, and things look like they may have went sour. This is not Emmett Till. This is not Emmett Till. So dramatic and over the top. Like, I will ride for brothers. I will ride for a black brother because I understand the dynamics of being black in America and getting railroaded. I get that. I've been railroaded a couple times myself. I get it. But I have no indication whatsoever that Jonathan Majors is going to stand up for me or fellow brothers or the black community at all. Instead, we got him up there talking about, I don't even know what masculinity is. I can't define it. It's very fluid. You know what else? You know what's not fluid? Hitting people upside the head. Jonathan Majors has suffered repercussions of this already. They've already pulled him from some Army ads he was doing, right? They had to pull those back. Now, I'm wondering why brother would do ask for the armed forces, considering America's situation here. Like, this is not the 80s where you can play dumb. All right? Like, going into the armed services, I would not encourage a black man to do that at all. So that's suspect to me. No disrespect to any of my veterans out there, but today's armed services and how America moves throughout the military and other various countries, I don't feel good about it. I wouldn't feel ethically like I could do that. Like I could recommend that a 17-year-old sign up to go into the Army or any armed services. So, whatever. But once again, I'm a person that can say whatever I think. That's just how I feel. I don't feel good about the wars we go into. Okay? Because 9 times out of 10, they're really not to protect America. They're to further our interests abroad. For money, they have stopped the ads that were running with Jonathan Majors' likeness in them. You know, because of the controversy, because Army has enough on its plate with sexual harassment and rape. They don't need this. So Jonathan Majors has been arraigned in court and charged with several misdemeanors, and his attorney says he's innocent of the charges and that all will be coming to light and his client will be free and the skies will open. And I hope that for him, because I would rather the woman be making this up than us actually have a situation where this young man is in a situation, actually did this thing. I'd much rather this not be a real deal for him, okay? Let's see what happens. Let's do that instead. Let's let it play out, but you got to talk about it. You know, this idea that, well, you can't talk about it because we don't know. Well, no, this is what we do here. We talk about this. I just want to add, if the woman recanted her story, it would be really nice for her to come out and recant her story to us so that we can hear it, Mr. Attorney, because we don't know you, and look, all it would take is tell her to go up on social media and do a selfie video, you know, Instagram or something, TikTok, something, you know, do a little live and just say, hey, I screwed up. Hey, I was going through a little thing and nothing. She could do that. She could publicly do that. I made a mistake, but see, that has not been done. That's not been done. So let's hope for that to be done. Let's hope. Since we have all these witnesses and all this video evidence that this is all bogus, I like a little bit of it. I like some of it to come to light so that we could ride harder for it. Until then, we don't know. So it's wrong to say that Jonathan Majors is guilty, and it's also wrong to say he's innocent. But he should be presumed innocent until he's guilty. So until he's guilty, he is innocent. So he did not do it unless you can prove that he did. How about that? My thing is, brother's he's on a tear. He's going the right direction. Up. And he don't need this. This, don't take a rocket scientist to say he doesn't need this in his life. We good?